In today's episode of Truly Bedrock, we expand our micro base to have every single farm that we could possibly need in it. So this right here is our micro base. Mind the pranks on the outside, but it is absolutely tiny on the inside, and we're going to be fitting about 15 or so farms in this tiny area. Yeah, that's right, 15. Now, we already have an iron farm and villager trading hall in the upstairs, and we have an AFK fish farm downstairs, so we're essentially going to be fitting 17 farms inside of a 14 by 14 by 14 area. It's gonna be crazy. I've made full tutorials on a lot of these builds, so if you want to know how to build anything, check out the links in the description. I got you covered. My downstairs neighbors might be kind of showing off a little bit, you know? Obviously, they got this nice blue thing right here. But then if we jump down to here, you'll notice that this is all auto storage. Each one of these has a hopper behind it. So that's a lot of chests and a lot of filtering. But you want to know what's worse? We're gonna jump down another layer, and there's all of this. And then every single one of these hoppers is backed up. Maybe what I'll do real quick is I'll put an auto crafter over there in that corner and just turn all of this into bamboo wood. And then I'll steal it all. They won't notice. Obviously, they're not using it. It's not stealing if the items were just going to despawn anyway. Now, you guys have heard of 12 bamboo before, but how about 12 shulkers of bamboo? It seems like that does actually go down. It looks like there's a hopper right there. So it seems like this goes further down. They've been really busy. This platform is not spawn-proof. We're going to do them a courtesy. I don't know what their plan for this bamboo was, but you know what? They have enough of that. Whatever their plan was, they could do it like 4 times. How do I get out of here? Do I just jump and then hope I don't die? Right, so now that you know what a proper base looks like, let's make our tiny little base have all the tiny farms in it that we possibly can. So ignoring the outside for a minute, we're going to try and get all of these farms in here and possibly more, because I want to cram as much redstone into this area as we possibly can. So we're going to have a super smelter, a sugarcane, bamboo, and kelp farm. You know what? We might not need the bamboo farm anymore. We're going to get a crop farm in here, a redstone door for the entrance right here. I think that'd be cool. And then some sort of auto storage, cobblestone farm, a chicken farm, a wool farm, and a bee farm. Hopefully. We'll see how much we can actually fit in here. Okay, I need to steal some slime from Zloy to build a piston door, so we're going to leave an IOU right here. It's not really a crime if you leave payment, right? Listen, we only have 4 item frames, so that's our crime allowance right now. I also stole from the wheat farm over here, so we're going to leave a little IOU right here. I replanted, but you know what? If they find the IOU, then they can have it. So first thing we're going to do for the redstone base is install a little tiny piston door right here. So it's going to be like 2 pistons right there and 2 pistons right there. Yes, we're going to kind of indent it like this, and then it will just kind of close up, and it'll be, you know what, somewhat sort of fancy, mildly a little bit. We could build a proper jeb door right here, but with the shape of the base, it doesn't quite work out. Okay, we've redesigned the door. So we're going to have a couple of pistons right at this layer right here. These are going to push logs up to this layer, and then we're going to have a couple 3 pistons right here. So it's going to be basically a horizontal jeb door. So this is going to push down. This one's going to push forwards, and then we'll have our full blockade of blocks right here. I don't have enough blocks, but this is what it's gonna look like. I swear to you, it'll be less janky than that. I have not done a piston door in like 4 years, so bear with me. Where did you come from? Who are you? Just a random villager out of nowhere. Well, that's a problem for later, I guess. So an embarrassing amount of time later, we have ourselves a button right here that opens up the door, and then you go in, and it closes behind you, and it's great. Yes, that is the redstone monstrosity that I spent an hour building. Yeah, if I want to get all these done, it's going to take us a while. So that's 1 out of 30 things off our list. So the next thing is going to be a little micro furnace array, which is going to be going right in this corner right here. Not to be confused with this micro furnace array, which is like not even mine. Also, I do not have enough hoppers to build a micro furnace array. So we're going to go farm some iron real quick. And look at this. Very, very efficient iron farm that we got right here. So good, guys. I mean, look at this. That's like, what, 80 million stacks an hour? By the way, that's the Horizon Zero Dawn Tall Neck by Liara. Really great build. Okay, that took significantly less time, but now we have a tiny little 6 furnace array. This really is super easy. It's just 6 furnaces across. You got hoppers underneath all of those going into our output chest right here. Hoppers going to the top of all of them. A chest minecart up here for the items that you want to smelt. And then we got hoppers going into the backs of all these. And this chest minecart delivers all the fuel. So Then we just turn this on whenever we want to smelt items. It's not like a smart system or anything, but for most players, this is really the only furnace array you'll probably ever reasonably need, unless you have to smelt a lot of things, in which case, make it longer. Mine has a silent 2 in the way, so we kind of can't make it longer. We have this tiny little nook right here in the corner, and I want to fit in the sugarcane, bamboo, and the kelp farm right there. We're gonna have like a 3-for-1 combo. Somehow, we only have like 5 blocks wide. Not really that great. We also have loose redstone on this side, and we need to have this lever right here to like power the thing. So yeah, so Lloyd just logged back on the server, and he found the crimes. I told him these are not the crimes you're looking for. Uh-oh, Liara's here now too. Liara's the one that told me to steal from him. I'm looking at him menacingly. Okay, things are happening. What do you think they're saying? Those look like 2 people that are in voice chat. If I was a better voice actor, I would dub them. And there he goes, a wild Zloy in his natural habitat. A big old castle thing. Oh, no, he's coming. Close the door. Break the redstone so he can't open it. Oh, no, that just opened the door. No. Dang it, I accidentally opened my own door. Hi. What? He just dropped this. You know, I gotta join voice chat. Sir, you get back on the server right now.
No.
Oh. Well, okay then. I guess there's nothing I can do. No, he just left voice chat. and he's gone. That's it. He just gave me 4 netherite. This is certainly an amount of netherite. Okay. He also put a stack of, you know, ancient debris, ancient debras into the Stream Weekend shulker box. I committed a crime against Zloy, and he paid me. I don't know what the moral of this story is, but I don't think that it's a good one. I think the moral of the story is have Zloy as your friend. I gave Zloy an IOU, and he interpreted that in the most opposite way. Okay, the little micro bamboo and sugarcane farm is properly installed, if I could actually properly pillar up. So basically, we are going to be using the pistons up top to break these things. That way they fall down, and then we have some mud blocks. We can pick up items through mud and plant things on top of the mud. So that's how we're going to be collecting the items. We got some bone meal dispensers right here to auto-grow the crops for us. And then just a very janky little clock right here. And then as you can see, it does actually work. And as you can see, the door also works pretty well too. So, I mean, I don't know what you want from me. But yeah, as you can see, we got a lot of bamboo coming in, and then also a lot of sugarcane as well. And we're actually producing more items than the hoppers can keep up with. So that's kind of this entire side of the base filled up, at least at this lower level. I think we can get a 2nd floor in here, or technically a 4th floor? I don't know. We got a trading hall above us and then the iron farm up there. So we'll cram it in there. We can definitely fit something above the furnace array, but I think we can also fit a tiny little farm in this corner right here. We have 3 blocks wide and then like a block forward. So we can have like something right in this little nook right here. We got options. It's either going to be the kelp farm or it's going to be, we could fit not much in there, but we can fit something. Okay, so the kelp farm is currently evading my extreme redstone skills. So instead, we're going to build another very difficult farm. And this one is the egg farm. Not many people know how to build these. It's a very complicated build. You need a chest, hopper, a slab. It's just the perfect little build to go right here in this corner. I can't fit anything else back here besides this one exact build. And then we have 7 eggs. Come on, give me a chicken. Give me a chicken, please. Okay, it's the last egg. We got this. We don't got this. I happen to have a lot more eggs than I thought I did. Okay, we're good, we're good. Chicken, 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 chicken. Give me a chicken, chicken. Come on, give me a duck. I don't know any other birds. Hey, there we go, first try. And that is how you build an overly complicated egg farm and your Minecraft survival worlds, everybody. Don't let yourself get preoccupied by that one, because we got so many other lesser farms to build. But now we need to get some auto storage installed, because our little chest pile simply is not cutting it. So we need to move all those chests out. We're going to install a little 3x3 storage system right here, and then we're actually going to be breaking the rules, because we got to go outside of the envelope of the base, just by a couple of blocks, because I want to have the storage system built into the wall instead of having the chests be like out here. We got some very elegant redstone in the back here. I always forget how to build this thing, even though I designed it and it's so easy, but I can just never remember it for some reason. So we got our 9 double chests on the front here. So we got ourselves cobblestone, deep slate, wood, valuables, nether stuff, mob drops, the crops, and of course some miscellaneous random blocks. You gotta have your junk chest. It has a special place in all of our hearts. And then we also got our little unsorted chest down here just for gear, and another one for enchanted books. Since this is a multi-item storage system, it doesn't sort non-stackable items. But more importantly, our egg farm has produced its first eggs. This is a groundbreaking revelation for the ages, and I thought it was really important to tell you. I've changed my mind. There is enough room for a kelp farm in this thing. As you can see here, it does produce a kelp, and as you can see, it does actually get collected as well. So it is a fantastic little farm that happens to fit directly in this corner. I love everything about it. We did have to jankify this redstone right here, and there was just no way around it. It was always going to be horrible. It's fine, though. Don't worry about it. I have a horrible idea that's going to be extremely janky sounding, but it's actually going to help us significantly with our door troubles. So currently we have a redstone line that's just like, I can't even describe it. That's how bad it is. So instead we're gonna grab redstone from like this side right here, run it down across the floor, and then up and over. That way we don't need all of this like spiral spaghetti staircase right here. Okay, so the stairs have moved in by a couple blocks, which brings us beyond like the line of our farms right here, which is actually nicer. And then get this. Redstone dust right there. Doesn't look like it connects. It does actually. Redstone dust right there. That'll power this piston. It'll go down to power those 2 pistons. And then we don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this piece of garbage. We don't need that piece of garbage. And then there's probably a couple more things in there that we can remove, but I don't want to because kelp farm is very fragile. Okay, that looks literally just so much nicer. Everything about this is great, and yes, it still works. How dare you doubt my redstone skills? Right, now that the kelp farm is installed after like 70 tries in like 4 hours, we're gonna fit in the door's looking good now too, and now we're gonna fit in ourselves a crop farm in the back over there, because that's the next thing on our list, and then we have like, oh, wow, we got a lot more things to do, so we better go quick. So we have just barely enough room into the hillside right here to hopefully fit in the red. You know what? You didn't see anything. Okay, so this is gonna be our little crop farm right here, and as you can see, the redstone works perfectly. We just gotta have a little bit of extra jank because of these stairs right here. But otherwise, like, it does actually work perfectly fine. We can go ahead and turn it on. That activates all of our dispensers. This thing goes up and down to automatically break the crops. And then it gets bone meal at the bottom and at the top. And then if we want to do 2 tall flowers, we can just keep it up like that. And then I guess we will just make a little room above there for our 2 tall flowers. And there we go. That's all there is to it. It's a 2-in-1 farm. So there's a lot of farms that use lava that will be going in our base. And of course, lava spreads to fire, which will burn down the base. So I need to figure out how far lava spreads fire, if that makes sense. Do you have any guesses for how far lava spreads fire? It's really not that far. It's basically a 3x3 cube around the lava, so just 1 block in every direction. So we have a piece of lava in this cube of planks right here, and this is all perfectly fine. It looks like it should burn down, but it's actually perfectly fine for some reason. Now there is the question of fire spreads, of course, so how about that? We will have it on a random tick speed of 100 right now, and as you can see, that one is a little bit further. Yeah, so fire spreads by like 2, but lava, you know, literally molten rocks is not as powerful. Cool. So the next thing on our list that's actually easy is the chicken cooker, and the only real area to fit that on this floor of the base right here is right in this corner. Now the problem with that is that we have the redstone for the item sorter right here. So we need to worry about this redstone right here. It's gonna be a tight fit. It doesn't look like a chicken cooker could fit right here. How many chicken cookers could we fit if we could fit a chicken cooker? The answer is 1. So we're gonna try and jam that in there real quick. And it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Now, we only have like 3 chickens in there right now because, well, 2 chickens, because our egg farm is not producing that many eggs yet. Come on now. It's got 1 extra egg. You know what? We'll come back once we have a few more eggs, and then we'll get this thing running. But basically how this works is these guys lay some eggs, and then we have a comparator clock back there detecting when eggs go in that dispenser. They get shot out. The chickens hatch. They grow up on that little slab. Technically, the heads of the baby chickens are inside the lava, but due to a bug fix from years ago, baby chickens don't burn in lava, like when their head's in it. So they only die when they grow up. So we don't need to retract that lava. It can just stay out all the time. And then, yeah, basically all their feathers and chicken just go down into the chest right here. This is like one of the original things that I designed for Bedrock Edition. From way back in the day. It's a bit awkward having, you know, the stone blocks right here, but we kind of have to have that because otherwise the whole place would burn down. So, you know, it's worth it. Yeah, literally my entire base would burn down if I built that wrong. We're getting a lot of our stuff done now, and we technically have this one tiny little slice right here that just needs something to fill it in. So we're going to put in a snow farm right there because that is on our list right here. Yeah, so we're just going to pile a few bits of snow golem right into this little zone. Oh, no, the mountain's fighting back. Oh, God, oh, jeez. Oh, no. The mountain is fighting back, everybody. What? I just got ejected from the mountain. I've never seen that before. Anyway, we're here to rob the mountain of all of its lovely snow. Thanks, I think that's all I needed. Goodbye! Man, mountain's got hands, everybody. Watch out. Vengeful mountain. It's gonna be coming for me. You're my new best friend. Just go right into... sir? Please? No, sir. What are you doing? Sir, I'm stuck in here with you now. You had one goal in life, one thing that you had to do in life, and you failed. You just needed to go stand on this hole, okay? It's just, bam. Are you happy now? I honestly cannot tell. Is that your happy face? You know what? Get punched. And then we're gonna just push you in here, okay? Oh, I can't even push you in there because you're stuck on the tiny little ledge. Can I put it? Okay. Is he in there? I don't know. Their hitbox is so small. Sir, there you go. Now we got a happy snowman. Look at that derpy little face. This guy is brilliant. See, he loves his job. His job is snow farm. And as you can see, we do have ourselves a snow farm. Great, that fits kind of perfectly in that little nook right there. Next on the list is a bee farm, and hopefully we can just get this with a silk touch pickaxe. We can, and hopefully there's still bees in these ones. And then we're just going to put them right in the base and get them to work. So this is going to be our ultra compact, super duper tiny little bee farm. We basically just have our dispensers in here for our bottles. We're not using shears because honeycomb is super buggy when it comes to these kinds of farms. So we're just literally just going to place that in there. And then hopefully those actually have bees in them? I don't know. We'll find out. So if we press the button, that'll actually harvest the thing. And then if we look in there, as you can see, the honey bottle is in there. Now, because the dispenser isn't completely full of bottles, they're not going to get shot out into the hoppers directly, which means that we probably don't even need the hoppers right there. All of the bees might have died because you know what? I've not seen a single bee out here for a very long time. We are going to install the cocoa bean farm because we have just enough room in this little 2x4 area right here. We don't even need to break the wall or anything. We can just install it right there. And luckily, it takes like 3 materials, one of which I don't actually have. Hold up, break that. Or are you not just, you're just not gonna get in the boat. I see. Right. Cool. That makes a lot of sense. You know, you're literally touching the boat. See, that guy leads by example. But you are, you know, just a bad person, basically. Get into the boat! Get into the boat! You were literally standing on it! What was your problem? No, you are not leaving. No. You get in the boat. You get in that boat. Okay. This is good. I got everything under control, guys. So all the villagers are upstairs now, and they're sleeping in the iron farm beds. And you know what the problem is? As soon as they wake up, they're gonna go into the iron farm, meaning that they'll die in our lava. So, watch this. Oh yeah, see, that's a problem too. Just drop him out of there. Okay, maybe he didn't go into the lava, but he still was a big dumb. Okay? No, stop! They're not collaborating. They're not listening. Am I gonna suffocate now too? Am I the dumb? No, okay, see, the beds work fine for me. See, okay, look at that. They did end up in there. See, I'm not all that dumb. It's a good thing this iron farm doesn't spawn any golems, because this would be a real problem. It could definitely be faster, but for how small it is, and for how small our base is, you know what? It's not too bad. It's literally just 2 dispensers, an observer facing downwards, and then we got some redstone to either side, and that just loops around into a repeater. Technically, this repeater should be going into the wall, but, you know, we kind of have a wall right there. Our iron farm is indirectly working. It's a great plan, everybody. So they wander around on the bottom floor, they accidentally go up the bubble column, and then they slowly freeze to death inside of the powdered snow. Everything is going according to plan, everybody. Excuse me, go back into the snow. Not something I expected. Not something I prepared for. I have a gold farm in my base. Look at this. Battle of the ages right here. Oh my god. This guy just wandered in from the outside. I'm pretty sure I hit you. You should be upset about me punching you. But maybe I am the pigman overlord. I think they've come to a truce. No? Okay, truce over. Truce over. Come on now. Okay, truce is back on. No, truce is over. So we have a mild tradition of always having a pig man in our base, and normally he's named Hank. I forget why, but this one is Silent 3. Some people might say, ah, Silent, you're never actually gonna use any of these farms, are you? And little do they know that we are building a second floor to our base right here. Well, technically, a third, fourth floor? I don't know. It's going in between existing floors, so I don't know how the numbering for that works. And you know what color we're doing for that floor? Made of glass blocks? Brown. You thought I wouldn't dare use the farm, but no, here we are, proving everybody wrong, yes, yet again. And now we're going to install the basalt and cobblestone generators right here in, like, the middle of the floor, basically, because that's just barely the room that we have. We might not put it right in the middle, that way we still have some room on the edges and sides to install more farms, but we are going to get a lava, cobblestone, stone, and basalt farm in here. It will happen. I know this looks incredibly sketchy and like the entire base should be burning down right now, but it's technically fine. So hear me out. We have a cobblestone / stone generator on the left. We have a basalt generator on the right. They both feed into the same little area right here. And then we have a clock that controls both of them. So there's 3 levers. You got to turn on this right here to turn on the clock. And then depending on which lever you switch, you're either going to get basalt. As you can see, you can mine all that. We broke the block in the back, which is maybe not ideal. That's fine. But as you can see, we are mining tons and tons of basalt. It's actually a really decent basalt generator. We have a haste 2 beacon downstairs from our neighbors. As you can see, we can turn on the stone generator, and then bam, we're going to be getting ourselves a ton of stone generated. Now, if we mine it on this side, we don't get any water, but if we mine it on this side, then as you can see, we might get a little bit of water. It's working great, my guys. Everything is perfect. Nothing caught on fire. Not even once. I actually ran out of cobblestone before I could build this, so I had to go wild harvest some cobblestone. So that's essentially all the farms that we can fit in here for right now. Unfortunately, Silent 3 has escaped, and he did somehow manage to kill my snow golem. So big sad RIPs in the chat, everybody. So to recap, we have a full mini storage system right here. We got ourselves a chicken cooker, which has actually produced a chicken. I need to get a lot more in the back, though. We got our AFK fish farm, which has been very handy. A full-on little super smelter. We got a bamboo and sugarcane farm, which is automatically harvesting for us. A lovely little piston door, which does actually work 100% of the time, guaranteed. We got a kelp farm producing a fair amount of kelp. Our egg farm is producing a lot of eggs. Very good to see. We have oh so many eggs. There's only like 3 chickens up there, so those guys have been busy. We got a bee farm right here, which I don't think has any bees. The cocoa bean farm is completely operational, and of course we have the micro crop farm and 2 tall flower farm in the corner. There's also the snow farm, which RIP. If we head upstairs in the base, we got ourselves a cobblestone and basalt farm right here. We have room for a lava dripstone cauldron farm and also a sheep farm as well. Heading even further upstairs, we have ourselves a villager trading hall, and the iron farm has also been producing some iron too. And of course, the spawning platform for the iron farm is directly above us. And beyond that, we just have the roof of the base, which is now a noise machine, because every time I log in, there's always a watering trader up here just bouncing around in the bubbles, making all of the noise. I know this is just like a constant battle at this point, but the iron farm is technically working, but for somehow, some reason, there's ice in here, frosted ice, and that means that he's not actually getting pushed into lava. He's about as close to it as he could possibly be, but if we break that, I think he'll finally go in there. Yep, there it goes. Wow, literally a 1-block fix. Okay, well, somebody has Frostwalker boots on the server, and I'll leave that up to you guys to figure out who. Anyway, I'm just gonna put a button inside of these things, and then they won't freeze. And we should be good, and I guarantee you this iron farm will never break again for the next 30 seconds. For such a small build area, it's 14 by 14 by 14 on the inside. We really managed to cram a ton of really useful farms and contraptions in there. So that is a lot of progress for one micro base in one episode. We can go ahead and get rid of all of that stuff. And really the only things left on our list are these right here. I don't think we're gonna get the obsidian or the silverfish farm in here, but we'll find room and ways to get more stuff in here and future episodes. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Again, links for all of my tutorials for all the things that we built in the space can be found down in the description if you feel like building any or all of them. But thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new here, or drop a like on the video, and I'll see you guys down in the comments and in the next one.